Hello dear friends, Salam Alaikum. Time to have a deeper look into our super complex, infinitely vast, and yet unknown inner world. For that purpose, we will read a few lines from the book Shams by Rumi and interpret it. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. آن نفسی که با خودی یار چه خار آیدد و آن نفسی که بی خودی یار چه کار آیدد. So this line and the subsequent ones are translated as follows. The moment you're selfish, the friend will seem like a thorn to you. The next moment you pass yourself, you don't need the friend anymore. The moment you become selfish, you will be caught by a mosquito. The next moment you pass yourself, you hunt the elephant. The moment you become selfish, a dark cloud of sadness covers you. The next moment you surrender, the moon will approach you. The moment you're selfish, the friend runs away from you. The next moment you give up, the friend offers you a cup. The moment you're selfish, you will be miserable like autumn. The next moment you give up, winter will seem like a spring to you. You are restless because you seek rest and comfort. Become a restless seeker to get comfortable. Your life is tasteless because you seek the taste. If you let go of the taste, the poison will taste good to you. You fail because you seek success. If you give up, you will meet with nothing but success. Fall in love with your friend's anger, not his love. To make the friend fall in love with you. When Shams entered the scene, by God, you run away from all pleasures and beauties. So we see that in our inner world there is a sharp fluctuation of status. One time we are under the influence of one force, another time under the influence of another force. So these forces must be contradicting each other. So when we are under the earthly forces domination, the friend, which symbolizes our relationship with others, our love for others, our tolerance towards others, our sympathy for others, our understanding of the world, our understanding of the holy book, and ultimately our relationship with God Almighty seems worthless. And it says, seem like thorn to you, not of any worth. But when the other force, the heavenly force, takes over, then we merge with the friend. We become one with the friend. We ourselves become full of spirit and connected with God Almighty. One time we are caught by a mosquito, means smallest problems in life seems as if it was end of the world for us. Another time we can handle huge problems. We can solve social problems. We become the leader of a country. Another time we are stuck with little problem in our own life or in our own family. So it's the same person, but it's the spiritual energy within ourselves that fluctuate. One time we let the ego to take over ourselves. Another time we feed the soul and the soul takes over. One time we are stressed, although we are the best of creation, and we know that God Almighty is fully in charge of all aspects of our life. So the cloud of sadness covers us and makes us feel miserable. But another time when the soul is dominant in our heart, the moon approaches us. The moon comes all the way to us. So imagine, no cloud can prevent us because the moon is right with us. So the huge fluctuation. The moon means all happiness is yours. You give happiness and joy to others actually. You become the source of hope and happiness for others, for groups of people, for a nation even. One time when you let the ego take over you for whatever reasons, that maybe you fed the ego with unnecessary needs of the ego, then the friend runs away. Good relationship, your spirituality and relation with God disconnects with you. Another time, when you disciplined your ego but forced yourself to feed the soul, to do, let's say, humanitarian work, to do volunteer work, to worship, then that's when the friend, spirituality, relationship with others, relationship with God Almighty is like a cup that is offered to you. So all difficulties ease and you can handle them all easily, and you will be on top of everything. So one time when you're selfish, you're miserable like autumn, you're depressed, you're sad, and you feel weak yourself, you feel you're lacking energy, you have no potential. Another time when you reverse the situation within yourself, the winter seems like spring to you. It means that even the difficulties will be a means for you to improve yourself, and you can resolve any problems. So you're restless because you're looking for comfort, because you're looking for comfort of the ego, not of the soul. You have not differentiated between ego and soul. If you become a restless seeker, constantly feeding the soul, serving people, sharing it with people, thinking about good projects to improve the life of others, enlightening people, creating clips like this one, giving comfort to people, planning short-term and long-term projects, then that's when you have fed your soul and you will feel comfortable and at peace. So that's the secret. We humans think that the more I feed my own ego, the more I respond to my ego's necessary and unnecessary desires, I will be comfortable. But it's the opposite. The more I discipline my ego's unnecessary desires but feed my soul. For example, the more I gather wealth and property, that's for the ego. Makes me more uncomfortable, makes the soul uncomfortable. But the more I put my wealth and property at the service of the community, that's when the ego feels uncomfortable, but the soul, which is the main power in you, will feel comfortable, and by that token you will feel comfortable. Your life is tasteless because you seek the taste. And the taste exists in matter and material and worldly things and relationships. You have not discovered that the real taste exists in spiritual relationships, in love relationships, in feeding the soul, in engaging with worshiping, in seeing God's undescribable hand or fingerprints in the creation. So that's when the poison will become tasty to you. Even pain and sufferings and financial stress will be tasty to you, because it's then that you are disciplining the ego, but by disciplining the ego, you let the soul flourish and open its wings. You fail because you seek success. Success according to your own definition, only in worldly life. But if you change direction and you seek success in helping others, in approaching God, the beloved, then you will face nothing but success. Every human wants to be successful, but they don't know the secret here. They don't have the key to success. Fall in love with your friend's anger, not his love. So your friend, your life, your environment, your relatives, your fellow human beings, and your creator's anger or difficult situations, tune yourself so that you submit to it, you like it, you love it. It's then that everyone will love you, and God Almighty will love you. Until now you were trying to love God. Now God will love you. When Shams, the teacher of Rumi, when he comes into the scene, by God, you will run away from all pleasures and beauties. Which means that when you feed the soul, when you move in the direction of the soul, or your heart, or comfort of others, community service, humanitarian work, and remembrance of God, or observing God's artistry in the creation, that's when you will deny egoistic, selfish, and worldly pleasures and beauties. So, to recap, the direction that we go, and hoping we will meet success, happiness, and always enjoy the spring in ourselves, it's the wrong direction, because we are lacking self-awareness. In light of self-awareness, you find out that no, it's the opposite direction you have to go in order to have the friend with ourselves, have the happiness with ourselves, the moon approach us, feel always comfortable, have the friend fall in love with ourselves. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day.